Okay, we're live on Facebook now.
From the beginning of the meeting? Okay, bear with us. I'm going to have to start the meeting again from the beginning. We didn't get the recording on it, so it's a regular scheduled business meeting of the Valencia County Commission for June 3rd, 2026. Again, Mr. Williams, would you lead us in the pledge?
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Let the record reflect that Commissioner Richardson is not with us this evening. He is absent. Commissioners have the agenda before us. Any changes or discussion on the agenda? Being none, recommendation, please.
So move, approve to the agenda as presented.
Second.
We have a motion for approval from Commissioner Berry, second by Commissioner Bazell. Any discussion on the motion of the second? There be none. Commissioner Bazell, your vote?
Yes.
Commissioner Berry, your vote?
Yes.
Commissioner Sparkman, your vote?
Yes.
I vote yes, is approved. We have one set of minutes. It was from our May 20th, 2026 public hearing business meeting. Are there any changes to those minutes? Being none, recommendation, please.
Mr. Chair, I'd like to make a motion to approve the minutes as presented.
Second.
We have a motion for approval from Commissioner Bazell, second by Commissioner Berry. Any discussion on the motion of the second? There be none. Commissioner Bazell, your vote?
Yes.
Commissioner Berry, your vote?
Yes.
Commissioner Sparkman, your vote?
Yes.
I vote yes, they stand approved. Okay, now we can move on to our public comment. First up, we have Jared Bottinelli.
Hi.
How are you? If you just state your name for the record, please.
Jared Bottinelli. I appreciate giving me the chance to speak. I wanted to make sure that I could illustrate the true impact of this East Side extension going through our beautiful neighborhood, probably the most beautiful neighborhood in Valencia County. I think everybody tends to just look at statistics, outdated census data, satellite images, take a crayon and draw it right across the map, and you're good. Let me show you the true impact. Okay, this is my house.
Will you just stay up there at the microphone? If you want to give those to our manager, he can pass them out.
Okay, well,
that way you can get your
I'll just talk really loud. Okay, this is my house. Could somebody come up here and show these guys?
Can we put some more time on it since we?
Yeah.
Let's start it over at 3 minutes.
Awesome. Okay, this is on Arona. This is my house that I've lived in for 25 years. I built it, thousands of hours making it into that paradise that I made it. And then if you do the extension, this is AI, but this is exactly what it's going to look like. There's my house. Say goodbye to these mature cottonwood trees that I planted. Say goodbye to the lawn. That's in contrast to the highly sanitized picture that Molson Corbin put out that showed this beautiful little peaceful idyllic road meandering through a countryside that didn't have any houses or any population. Now this is on Otero, looking east. You can see this beautiful house right here, and then this is what they'll have to look forward to. And I took the liberty of transplanting this watch for children sign, speed limit 20, just to illustrate the absurdity that you guys used to care about kids enough to make the speed limit only 20, but then suddenly you're going to put a highway and what, 55, 60, 70? What happened to the kids? This is on Arona again, looking to the west. This is Berry Hill Farms, as you can recognize. And this is what they would have to look forward to. Goes right up, if it's the true 200-foot wide, it goes right up to their house. And then they'll have to actually take some of the houses over here. Yeah. And then finally we have the route that goes straight through, right between Arona and Otero. And these people just moved in a couple years ago. They're still working on their landscaping, their house, and then if this goes through, that's what they get to look forward to. Now, when I moved in 25 years ago, I was trying to escape the madness of Albuquerque. Yeah, there we go. So I'm going to retire this year. I've been 35 years with Albuquerque Fire Rescue. I'm going to retire. I wanted to live the rest of my life right here, not here, right here. And one of the things that I just can't figure out is I get the need that at some point you're going to need to improve traffic flow, but there is a way. North El Cerro Loop badly needs improvement. You only add 2 lanes, 12-foot lanes. That would double the size. I mean, that would just add 25 feet to that road. You wouldn't have to take anybody's property, anybody's houses. It would effectively double the volume of traffic. And I don't understand why that's not being proposed. The only drawback to that I can see is Moles and Corbin won't be making quite as much money because it won't cost nearly as much to make. It would solve the problem of traffic and not have to take our houses and our way of life. Thank you.
Next up, we have Maria Klee. And again, if you'll just state your name for the record.
Good evening, Commissioners. My name is Maria Klee, and I stand before you in opposition of the East Side Extension Road being built down the center of our rural country neighborhood. After a February 2026 unanimous vote by the Commission to select 3 routes all through our neighborhood, most, if not all of us, learned of the issue by way of the bulletin and/or Facebook in March. We then quickly activated our voices to speak against such a ridiculous plan. We have a Facebook page, monthly neighborhood meetings with over 100 neighbors attending, developed task forces, and recently voted in a board, Preserve the Heritage. We've attended every commission meeting since March 18th, attended at least 1 village council meeting. We've secured unanimous support from the Soil and Water Conservation District to assist with environmental issues. We've witnessed a resolution by you bringing back all alignment options to include the no build and the no build with road improvements. We were vocal enough that a public meeting was held on April 30th. And lastly, Moles and Corbin, with input from Mr. Silva, initiated an advisory committee comprised of our neighborhood members, all because of our voice. I stand before you still very concerned because during this timeline, only 1 occasion has any commissioner felt the need to do anything extra about this situation except listen to our public comments. Maybe our squeaky wheel is getting some grease, but to live day after day not knowing the result is like a fellow neighbor noted being a cancer patient not knowing how many days they have left to live. So I suggest a temporary solution might include some direct feedback from you. On behalf of our neighborhood, Preserve the Heritage, we are now seeking one of you to support us on your agenda, to be a part of your agenda. Our topic, questions for the County Commission related to the East Side Extension. Our questions will include, but are not limited to, better understanding why such old and inaccurate data, studies, and results are being used for population needs, travel patterns, and the necessity to destroy our neighborhood. Also, why is it so important to listen only to your developers, contractors, realtors, and other special interests and not your voters? We understand you are not supposed to comment during public statements, but I ask any of you to just raise your hand in support of our request to be added to your agenda.
We're not going to do that either. Thank you.
If you choose not to respond today, you can sure email us at stopeastextension@gmail.com.
Thank you. Next up, we have Susie Hicks. Good afternoon, or good evening, I guess.
Good evening. Is it okay if I hand these out?
Thank you. If you just state your name for the record, please.
Susie Hicks. I'm here I have a question and well, basically a comment. On the April 29th meeting you guys had, there was an Action 6 item talking about an unnamed road. And that has to do with a private easement that goes back into Los Chavez Acres, which I live. And in the packet, you will find that there are letters from people in our neighborhood that is against the blockage of this unnamed road, okay? The unnamed road is Allsup Circle. And there is a way out, which is extremely dangerous. And I believe that all of you received an email from all of us that has been concerned. But I sent an email to Ms. Benavides, and her response to me that you'll see on the second page of that is that that road is not talking about the one, and it's talking about Wild Pony, which is also known as the Horseshoe. So what I'm asking is that you guys please do not block that, because of us having to go out on the Allsup Circle Way is extremely dangerous. Okay, so there is a map, it's kind of confusing, but basically South Allsups is a utility easement and has been. I've lived in that area since 1983. We purchased our property in March, I believe, of 1983. And we've gone through the El Nido, the Honky Tonk South, the Wild Pony, and now the Horseshoe. And there's never been any issues about the road, or the easement, I should say, going into Los Chavez Acres. So if you have any questions, you can contact me, but I would like to talk to you guys about it I know it's supposed to come on the agenda at the end of the month, but I would like you to take this into consideration on how serious the Allsups exit is for us. Okay, thank you for your time.
Thank you very much. Okay, next up we have Sarah Pohl.
Good evening. My name is Sarah Pohl. I'm a lifelong resident of Valencia County, and I live at 73 Arona Road. Time is a precious thing for a human. Tonight, I pose this question: how much is a minute worth? Suggested routes on Apple Maps show that from the intersection of North El Cerro Loop to the Manzano Expressway by the Dollar General, going either straight up North Loop or taking Highway 47 to South Loop and back up is an approximate 8 to 9 minute drive. Continuing up Middle Lake Road to the same intersection is 9 to 10 minutes. Currently, cutting through Arona Road using existing roads is showing at approximately 11 minutes. I feel this is a typical estimate from Apple Maps. At any time I am traveling from Westside Los Lunas to my job site on the East Mesa, suggested routes are within a single minute of each other. A new proposed road running along current size guidelines from engineers with an approximate speed limit of 40 to 50 miles per hour is estimated to have a travel time of 3 to 5 minutes from Highway 47 to Manzano Expressway. If we factor in that time with the current landmark I am using for comparison, it would put it close to the same travel time as all the other routes that currently exist. I have spoken with several of my peers who lived in the East Mesa communities, including Meadow Lake, Cypress Gardens, El Cerro Mission, and Las Maravillas. While these individuals I know expressed concerns to me about their travels home from Albuquerque being awful, I decided to mark time for specific intersections they named as causing the biggest issues for their commutes currently. Recently, we needed to get my family from the UNM graduation ceremony for one of my sons to Valencia High on the East Mesa for my other son's robing ceremony. We left the UNM campus on Yale and Central at 4:01 p.m. First intersection stop, Bosque Farms Boulevard and North Bosque Loop. Wait time at that light, 12.21 seconds. Second area of concern, the Valencia Y. Wait time, 2 minutes, 33 seconds. Third area of concern, Highway 47 and North El Cerro Loop. Wait time at the light, 21.08 seconds. We put into Valencia parking lot by 4:52. The entire trip was 51 minutes. The entire wait time at areas of concern was 2 minutes and 56 seconds. The roads were not empty and we were not speeding. We were in a train of cars, steady traffic, sometimes going below the posted speed limit due to the amount of cars. So make it make sense. I know the amount of time will vary by the day of the week and the time of the day, but the general understanding of logistics and where we chose to live and where we choose to send our children to school, it's sufficient to me. Let's improve existing roads. Let's do road corridor studies and not experimental ones. Let's remember morals and our ethics and serve each other as a community should. Let's remember to wait, be patient, protect, not replace. God bless you and your families.
Likewise, thank you. Okay, at this time, we'll go ahead and close public comment and move on to our discussion on action items. Commissioners, is there anything you wish to bring up this evening?
Mr. Chair,
Please.
I'd like to just thank the county, Rolando, and the manager's office. We have the interns from kids all over the county, and it's good to see them actually being productive during the summer and actually trying to learn something and be productive. So thank you and your staff for allowing the kids to come work at the county.
Anything else, Commissioners?
Mr. Chair,
Please.
just wanted to thank the clerk's office for running another successful election. Appreciate all the work, appreciate all the volunteers who make that happen for our county.
Thank you. Anything else? Just like to take a moment and thank all the people who filed, all the candidates who filed to run for election, for the primary election that was held yesterday. I know it's a commitment that is made by your families to serve this community, and we will have the final results of the election from the clerk's office, the official results, and we'll be having a canvass meeting. It's a special meeting, June the 11th, 2026 at 5 o'clock here in the chambers. So anything else, Commissioners? Jeff?
Mr. Chair, I just want to go back to Commissioner Bazell's comments on the summer interns. The commission chambers has been extremely busy the last month, starting with early election, early voting, and then today we held a large training for our student interns. They are getting ready to, they've actually been broken up into groups. Aside from their duties in the departments that they're working, they're also going to be working on group projects where they have a few scenarios that they've been tasked with. And we're working on the timeline, but we should be having them present actually to you guys, I think in July sometime, maybe the end of June. But a bunch of kids today, they're very respectable. I'm always pleasantly surprised to see, how respectful these student interns are. They're very hard workers, and we've actually employed several students over the years after they've graduated high school and chosen this career path of public service. So another just wonderful group of kids coming in this day. We actually have some returning students. It's just, great to see the youth coming around the building. It brightens up the summer here, seeing kids around, and we really appreciate their hard work and really their dedication, because public service, local government's not always sexy, but these kids really latch on to the work that we do and see the importance of what we do here in local government, and we definitely get some good work out of the students. So.
Yeah. Anything else, Spencer?
Yep.
That's it. Okay, we'll go ahead and move on to our action items. Item number 6, approval of recognition and recording of accounts payable and payroll disbursements. Manager Erga.
Yes, sir. Tonight I'm presenting 2 payroll authorizations and 1 accounts payable authorization for review and consideration. Each authorization has been prepared in accordance with applicable policies and procedures, and all supporting documentation has been reviewed for accuracy and completeness. Those authorizations have been in your packet, and if you don't have any questions or concerns, I recommend approval.
Any questions of Manager Aragon regarding the accounts payable? There's none. Recommendation, please.
Mr. Chair, I'd like to make a motion to approve as presented.
Second.
We have a motion for approval from Commissioner Bazell, second by Commissioner Berry. Any discussion on the motion or the second? There be none. Commissioner Bazell, your vote?
Yes.
Commissioner Berry, your vote?
Yes.
Commissioner Sparkman, your vote?
Yes.
And I vote yes, they are approved. Item 7 is approval of resolution local bars. Manager Aragon. Oh, get that signed up, then we'll get it. Okay, item 7, local bars. Manager Aragon.
Mr. Chair, the local bars were prepared in accordance with applicable county and DFA guidelines. Local bars do not require DFA approval, but they do require yours. Each bar includes a detailed description outlining the purpose, operational need, and justification for the request. And based on the information provided and supporting documentation submitted, I recommend approval of all items in the local bars.
Any questions of Mr. Aragon, or Manager Aragon, I guess I should say? Being none, recommendation, please.
Mr. Chair, I'd like to make a motion to approve as presented.
Second.
We have a motion for approval by Commissioner Bazell, second by Commissioner Berry. Any discussion on the motion of the second? There be none. Commissioner Bazell, your vote?
Yes.
Commissioner Berry, your vote?
Yes.
Commissioner Sparkman, your vote?
Yes.
I vote yes, they are approved.
Mr. Chairman, Commissioners, this resolution is 2026-37.
Okay, item 8, approval of resolution, state bars. Manager Aragon.
Mr. Chair, the state bars were also prepared in accordance with applicable county and DFA guidelines. State bars do require DFA approval prior to implementation. And each bar also includes a detailed description outlining the purpose, operational need, and justification for the request. Based on that information provided, I recommend approval of all items presented in state bars.
Any questions of Manager Aragon? Be none, recommendation, please.
Mr. Chair, I'd like to make a motion to approve as presented.
Second.
Motion for approval from Commissioner Bazell, second by Commissioner Berry. Any discussion on the motion of the second? Be none. Commissioner Bazell, your vote?
Yes.
Commissioner Berry, your vote?
Yes.
Commissioner Sparkman, your vote?
Yes.
I vote yes, they are approved.
Mr. Chairman, Commissioners, this resolution is 2026-38.
Okay, we're going to move on to our presentations now. Item number 9 is a presentation from La Vida, and we have with us Ms. Adria Jaramillo.
Good evening, Mr. Chair, Commissioners. Gabriel Luna, Safety and Compliance Manager here at Valencia County. I have the privilege tonight of introducing Adria Jaramillo, the CEO of La Vida Felicidad. She's the CEO, and she had also asked me to be a board member about 1.5 years ago. So I've been on the board about 1.5 years. Very proud to be there. One of my first actions on the board was to select Jeremias Silva here from the county as well as a board member. So that was, I know he's very proud to be a member on this board. This organization does some excellent work. Adria here has a presentation for you. I won't step on her toes. It's a real quick presentation, but I will stand for any questions, and she will as well if you have any.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Adria, it's all yours.
Thank you. Good evening, Chairman, Commissioners, County Manager, and guests. As Gabriel said, my name is Adria Jaramillo, and I'm the Chief Executive Officer of La Vida Felicidad. We're a local nonprofit organization that's proudly served this community for over 43 years. I'm excited to be here. I believe this is the first opportunity in many years that we've stood before the commission. And so I just wanted to give a brief insight into a little bit of who we are and what we do. I think that they gave me 10 minutes, and I will promise not to take every single second of that time, which is really hard because I come from a family of talkers. So I will do my best. But as someone who was born and raised in Valencia County, this work is deeply personal to me. My parents dedicated their lives to serving this community, and they taught me that when you care about where you live, you give back. And that is exactly what La Vida Felicidad strives to do every single day. I'll turn to our next slide. So who we are. La Vida began with a very simple but important belief that people should be able to access the care they need close to home. When we started, people had to travel to Albuquerque or other surrounding areas to get the resources, medical supports that they needed to be successful. And so as time grew on, the organization grew. Our hub is Valencia County, but we serve 6 other counties here in New Mexico, with Valencia County still serving as that hub. While our organization has grown, our purpose remains the same: to ensure individuals and families have access to the supports, resources, and opportunities that they need to thrive right here in their very own community. At the end of the, next slide. Who we are. So at the end of the day, La Vida is about people helping people. We are neighbors serving neighbors, families supporting families, and a community working together. What makes La Vida unique is that we provide a lifespan of care, providing services at every stage of life, from prenatal supports to early childhood services to adult with disability programs and senior care. Now, when people think about La Vida Felicidad, I hope that they think of us more than just the programs that we do, but I hope they think about opportunity. Opportunity for a child to succeed, for a family to thrive, for adults to live independently, and for seniors to age with dignity. Because when people are supported at every stage of their life, families are stronger and our community as a whole is stronger. At La Vida, we believe every person deserves the opportunity to succeed. Next slide. So a little bit about our reach and impact. The numbers on this slide represent more than statistics. They represent people. Each year, La Vida serves more than 900 individuals and families and impacts more than 3,000 community members through services, events, outreach, and community partnerships. Some of those individuals may be in this room today. Some may be your neighbors, your coworkers, or your family members. Behind every number is a child reaching a milestone, a family finding support that they may not otherwise have access to, an adult gaining independence, or a senior who gets to remain living safely in their home. For 43 years, alongside 87 employees, which that number continues to grow, 140 contractors, and more than 85 community partners, La Vida has been committed to creating opportunities, building independence, and strengthening the community that we call home. Because again, when communities have the support they need, entire communities thrive stronger. Next slide. One of the things I'm most proud of at La Vida isn't just the services that we provide, but we help to build stronger communities. Through our coalitions, community events, we connect people to opportunities and resources. What sets La Vida apart is that we don't wait for solutions, we help to create them. We bring partners together, we identify needs, we pursue opportunities, and work to bring additional resources in this community. One thing I personally loved is that it's allowed us to be a great trusted community partner, to use our resources with others' resources to get further. When organizations work together, we thrive, and that's a role that La Vida is proud to play. Next slide. So a little bit about the stories behind the numbers. While data is important, the stories remind us of why this work matters. One of those stories belongs to Diego, who you'll see on the slide. Diego is an individual who attends our adult day program services. It's a program that's designed to help adults with disabilities be included in their community, access their community, identify what goals that they have, interests. And so last year, Diego was given the opportunity to throw out the first pitch at an Isotopes game. For weeks, he practiced and talked about the moment with excitement. When the day finally arrived, he stepped onto that field with the biggest smile on his face. He waved to the crowd, danced with excitement, soaked in every single second of that experience, and without a nervous bone in his body, he threw out a perfect first pitch. But what made that moment so special wasn't the throw itself. It was seeing Diego feel proud, feel confident, included, and celebrated by his community. For his family, our staff, and everyone cheering him on, it was a reminder that every person deserves the opportunity to be seen, supported, and celebrated. Those are the moments that stay with all of us, because behind every statistic is a person, a family, a dream, and a story we're celebrating. And of course I get emotional, and I say I'm not going to, but to be able to do this work each and every single day is truly a blessing. And I know that it's not just my own story and experience. We have so many of our staff who have worked with La Vida for 15, 20, 25 years. And so it really is a deep-rooted organization in our community. Next slide. So employment and economic impact. La Vida is far more, as I mentioned, than a service provider. We are an economic contributor to Valencia County. Today, we operate with an annual budget little over $9 million, bringing federal, state, local, private, and community funding into our region. Those dollars are reinvested directly into our community through jobs, services, local purchasing, partnership, and support for families. While we are proud of these resources that we bring into the community, many of these services are funded below their true cost. That is why outreach and advocacy at a state level is always so important to us. There's many times historically that to provide the service costed us more as an agency than we were actually reimbursed. When you factor in, living wages, supports for those individuals. So although that budget sounds great, it's really challenging to provide a lot of those services. Therefore, it's always important to us to have those partnerships, to seek out additional funding, foundational funding, to have collaborative relationships in the community. Our commitment is to be responsible stewards of every dollar that's entrusted to us, ensuring it creates the greatest possible impact for those that we serve. Because when we invest in people and we strengthen these local services, we find that people eventually need less of them. They do better, they access more of their community, they're a contributor to their community. And so we just feel very proud to be part of that pattern and that trajectory. We see many lives that are impacted by the services, and it changes such a trajectory that they were on when they first arrived into our programs. So next slide. So our growth and vision, well, as Valencia County continues to grow, we continue to plan to grow with it. We're committed to growing alongside, to expanding services, to strengthening our workforce, and increasing our capacity to serve more. As I think about our future, I'm reminded that Valencia County has always been part of our story from the very beginning. Early investments from the county helped La Vida build the foundation that allows us to serve the community today. In fact, stories of, I think one of our first offices was behind this county courthouse at one point. Small office, made copies, was able to operate out of there, a few family members and some of the original board members. Also, there was investments in a van or two that lasted 15 plus years until they didn't no longer run, that allowed us to get adults in the community accessing those supports and services. So those investments matter, and they've always mattered. And today my ask is just simple, just to continue to partner with us, to continue to consider us for any collaborative efforts, creative initiatives that just help to stretch the current resources and programs, and to just be a partner. Together, we ensure people of all ages have access to opportunities, resources, and the support that they deserve. I think my last slide. My thank you. So before I close, I want to acknowledge this. I know that many of us came here tonight for different reasons. Some of us are here representing organizations, some are here for agenda items, or here as residents or parents or caregivers, business owners. But one thing I believe we all have in common is that we do care about this community. We want strong families. We want our children to succeed. We want our families to feel safe and supported. We want opportunities for work, for people to be able to contribute and thrive in this community as we grow and change. And that's what gives us hope, and that's what gives me hope through La Vida. Because when I look around, I don't just see different opinions or different priorities. I see people who deeply care about this community and want the best for it. And this is exactly why organizations like La Vida exist. Again, I just want to thank you for this opportunity and time. I'd be happy to answer any questions if you have any. I will do my best, but thank you for this opportunity to present today and just for being a great partner to La Vida Felicidad and many other organizations in our community.
Ms. Jaramillo, I want to just take a moment to thank you and your staff and the organization for what you do for the community. You guys have grown quite a bit in services, and just the impact that you have in the community is just really, really appreciated. So from me, and I'm sure the rest of the commissioners, thank you so much. I know commissioners may want to add something to that.
Mr. Chair?
Please.
Again, thank you, but I hope you're working with a lot of our other programs, like the Older American program, to make sure that our seniors that you take care of have meals and stuff like that that are delivered, and whatever we can do, if you need to have a fiscal agent or something like that to help, bring it before us, and I'm sure that we would love to try to support you in other ways.
Thank you.
Anything else, commissioners?
I'll just echo both of your comments. Thank you so much for everything you do, and please reach out to us for any fiscal needs that you might have. If you have grants, I know you're well connected with Jeremias, but we'll do everything we can to make sure that you guys are able to perform this work for our community.
Perfect. Thank you. Thank you all.
Very much. Have a good evening.
You too.
Thank you, Gabe. Okay, next presentation will be an annual health council update from the Community Wellness Council. Ms. Pamela Skinner.
Thank you. Good evening, Commissioners. My name is Pamela Skinner. I am the coordinator for the Community Wellness Council and 100% Valencia. And before I begin, I would like to say that I am a proud community partner that works with La Vida Felicidad, and I love their programs, love them. So we're here to support them also in any way that we can. So back to my order of business. Thank you for allowing me to address you this evening with our Health Council annual update. I would like to begin by introducing Ms. Alexis Cathy. You want to come up a little bit? She is our new health promotion specialist for Valencia County through the Department of Health. Her office is located in the Las Unas Public Health Office up on the hill. So I'd like to give her a moment to say hello.
Hi, thank you. Good evening. Thank you for having me. As a health promotion specialist for Valencia County, my job is to further support the mission of Valencia County, the public health initiatives, by allowing the residents to lead a healthier life, as well as supporting the Community Wellness Council with their initiatives and providing technical assistance. And also my job is to organize mobile health unit services to give resources to those who may be far from primary care.
Welcome, pleasure to meet you.
So I know you guys are used to seeing me because I come and see you now once a year. So this is my annual update. And again, thank you for allowing me to be here. Okay, next slide, please. I'm just going to do a little quick background for those of you who have not heard me speak before. We are a nonprofit 501c3 with a governing board. We are the Health Council for Valencia County. So as such, I have a chair. Jenny Adame is our chair. Celestina Landabasso, vice chair. Peggy Guchar, who is our co-treasurer. Carol Claus, co-treasurer. Espedi Vargas, member. Cynthia Kolick, member. And Randy Benally, member. These positions have changed, unfortunately, and I did not have time to update my slide because they literally happened today. So we do have new members. We're going to be losing Peggy, Carol, and Jenny. So we have added today Brittany Padilla, who works at UNMVC, and then we have Christine, who may join us from the Valencia County Juvenile Justice Advisory Board. So those are two that will be coming in. Next slide. Okay, how come they're so tiny? I don't know, okay. So what does a health council do? According to HB 137, a health council shall prepare a community health plan updated at regular intervals and report on this to the local board of commissioners, tribal government, and the New Mexico Department of Health. Our function: policy advising, access and monitor, community engagement, planning, collaborative interventions and efforts. And after each one of these, it says communication, 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 and that's me. So for those of you who have never seen me out in public, I am literally like everywhere. It gets a little scary, but it's okay, because I'm like Audria, this is where I was born and raised. This is my county, and I support it, and I do great things, I think, for the county. So that's where my communication comes in. A little bit of background. DOH has been a funding supporter of the Health Council, and as such, funding is based on deliverables. We receive our deliverables from DOH, and we have the whole year to meet them. As we go through, we do our billings, and then we get our reimbursements. The presentation of the Health Council fact sheet and activities to local government entities is also one of our delivery requirements. And I forgot to have him switch slides. Next slide. Okay, next slide again. Okay. So as a result of what we do in the community, Valencia County has three top health priorities that were identified. These priorities were identified by individuals and participants here in Valencia County. We didn't just go to organizations and ask, okay, what do you guys think our priorities should be? We asked the people of Valencia County, and we did a general broad spectrum, not just Las Tunas, not just Belen, not just Tomea, it was all over. And that's how they were identified. So our top 3 priorities that were identified, first one is mental and behavioral health services, access and utilization. Access in Valencia County is insane. I mean, we don't have an automatic bus transportation service. We don't have Uber. You know, it's hard for our people to get around, okay? Substance use harms prevention was our second one, and our third one was increased healthy food access and consumption. Next slide, please. Okay, so this is our fact sheet. We are the Community Wellness Council. As I stated, we are the Health Council for Valencia County. We are currently operating with only one coordinator, which is me. So as a result, like I said, I'm all over the county. So we have, in addition, have done 10 outreach events this year alone. One of our largest one was our Behavioral Health Crunch, which is a collaborative rundown on community health. This is where we invite the entire community, organizations, et cetera, to participate. We did our 100% Community Schools Attendance for Success Together for Education event, which was held at the UNMVC. We had 300 attendees. And I think that's the largest event I've ever done in Valencia County. 300 attendees, it was amazing. To include children, we even had 2 school bands there. It was pretty amazing. We did a safety summit. We participated in the safety summit, the senior expo, YDI, Get Up and Get Moving events. So we're literally all over, and we partner with several people throughout the community. Our funders, right now is DOH is our largest funder with approximately $100,000 that we get annually. ANA H8, which supports our 100% Valencia initiative and 100% communities initiative at $25,000. Next slide. Okay. So as a result of our partnerships, we also work with the Valencia County Opioid Remediation Collaborative, which I'm sure you guys are all familiar with. And thanks to Jonathan and all of his help, we were able to go out and acquire or get what we call Narcan distribution boxes. Let me see if I do. Oh, next slide. Let's see if it's in there. Next slide, please. There they are. This is what they look like. So instead of something that's huge, vending machine has to be plugged in, has to be inside, we can place these literally anywhere as long as they're not subjected to extreme heat. Okay? So throughout our efforts, and I think they look pretty good, you know, and they're easy. You just open it up, you take your Narcan, and you go. You don't have to put any information in there. You don't have to wait around. You don't have to do anything. And you don't have to plug them in. So as a result of our partnerships, through the opioid, it's called the ORC, and through another organization in Albuquerque called Women in Leadership, we are acquiring Narcan in order to fill our 5. We have 5 of these, okay? And just so that you know, I want to let you guys know where they are, where they're going to be at, okay? So currently, like I said, we have 5. And we have one at the YDI here in Las Tunas, right down the road, one at St. Vincent de Paul. We have one in Belen at H2, the Resource Center, that's right kind of in the middle of town. One will go to Rio Community City Hall, and the other one will go to Meadow Lake Community Center. And again, thank you to the county for your help and support, because if it wasn't for the county, we wouldn't have this, and we wouldn't have it going on. So our boxes have already been delivered to each site, and then once we receive our supply of Narcan, we're going to supply 25 boxes per unit at a time. They will hold 100, but we're going to start with 25. My question to the people that are providing them and helping us was, what if somebody goes there and takes them all? They're like, so we go the next day and we put more in. They really don't care. They don't, it's not harmful. Have you guys ever seen Narcan? You've seen it? You know how to use it? Okay. Well, they come in boxes like this, and there's 2 units per box. And they look like this. It's like a little nasal spray. So this, it's not addictive, it's not a drug, you can't use it as a drug. The worst scenario, I guess they could maybe steal it and sell it. Worst scenario, okay? But if we save one person's life with this effort, I think we've done our job. I'm thinking we're gonna save more than that. We have them in places where people frequent. They're not being watched. Nobody's watching them. They can take as many as they want. They can share them. They can pass them around. They can do whatever they want with them. There's 2 vials per box because sometimes the first one doesn't always bring them out, okay? So you have to wait a little while and then you administer the second one. And each box will have flyers, information on how to use it. It has a little QR code you can scan where you can watch a video so that people know how to actually administer the Narcan. Okay? Any questions on that one? Okay. Next slide. Okay, so we also have, like I said, our 100% initiative that we run throughout Valencia County. As a result of that, we have 10 individual action teams. One is youth mentoring, early childhood, medical dental, jobs, behavioral health, community schools, housing, food, parenting, and transportation. Just to touch on some of our successes throughout the year. Our early childhood, we work again with La Vida, and amazing, we do amazing stuff, amazing stuff. So that's our partnership with them. And their chair for our action team is Andrea Candelaria, and she's a darling. Okay, behavioral health, the Region 13 Behavioral Health Initiative that's out there right now, our behavioral health action team is playing an integral part of that on getting Region 13 SB3 monies to come back into Valencia County again. And again, thank you, Jonathan, because I keep bothering this man. But it's so important. Behavioral health is so important. So the more we could do, the better. Community schools, like I said, we partner with them. Our events are huge, great. We get good information. Housing, we have several initiatives that are going that I won't speak of because we don't have any final confirmation on them. Food, we do food distributions twice a month, every month. Up in, one is in Meadow Lake, the other one is at El Cerro Mission. Thank you again for allowing us to use their centers. I'm telling you. So thank you very much. Without those centers up there, we would not be able to reach out to those communities. Okay, parenting. My parenting task force is pretty amazing also. And then transportation. And I think our best, one of our better results this year was we established that set route from the transportation center to UNMVC. So we fought for that one and we fought hard, but we got it. That bus goes from the transportation 3 times a day back and forth to UNMVC. It doesn't go anywhere else. It doesn't stop in between. So if you put your student on that bus, it's gonna go directly from there to the VC, and then it'll bring it back to the transportation center. So that is one of our great achievements. And don't give up on us yet, because I want set routes throughout Valencia County. So maybe next year when I come to see you, I can tell you about more set routes. That is my pet peeve. I see those buses and I'm like, why are they not moving? Why are they not running? Okay. So, oh, next slide, please. And next slide. I already talked about that. Okay. So last but not least, is you guys know we have our resource directory. And I'm sure that you guys have all seen it because I've presented it here before. But for those of you who have not seen it, this QR code that's up on the screen here, if you scan that, you can access all the resources within Valencia County, medical, health related. You're not going to find restaurants. You're not going to find automotive repair. You're going to find anything related to health and wellness. And it's just been vetted and updated. So it's pretty amazing. You open it up, it tells you the organization, it tells you what you need to participate, and it maps it for you on how to get there. I provide these resource directory cards to sheriff's department, police departments, fire departments, schools, anybody who'll take them, and I give them by the box load so they can pass them out. This last year, we were able to share and upload all of our resource directory information to several places. One of them is the 100% statewide web under Valencia County, 100% Valencia County. Okay, the 988 directory, are you guys familiar with 988? 988 is like a behavioral health direct 911, but it's 988. Okay, Share New Mexico directory, and we are now in the process of sharing this. I just got permission today, approval today, with New Mexico Connect closed loop referral system through the Department of Health. And this is powered by Find Help. And I know that they reached out to the county and asked them to please provide information on providers throughout Valencia County. So I contacted your assistant. What's her first name again? Michelle? Lachelle. So I contacted her and I said, let me save you the headache, hon. Let me get permission to take my resource directory and upload it into Find Help. I have everybody in there. I have everybody in there. We have over 300 providers in there. So save you guys a little bit of time and craziness. Okay. Thank you very much. Any questions?
Pam, I just want to thank you for your detailed annual report to us. And again, your organization does a tremendous job for the community, for the residents here. We truly appreciate it. I think you guys are amazing what you guys do along with Adria, and you guys work together, so that's really good.
Thank you.
Commissioners,
Mr. Chair,
please.
I'm just being greedy. I'd love for you guys to go to Belen and be at our senior center. Just tell Sarah.
Do what now?
I'd love for you to come to the Belen Senior Center and do some of the stuff that you
Absolutely would love to, and that's not an issue for us. And just so that you know, that once we get all of these Narcan boxes set up and get them operating, I will be requesting additional ones. And my first one I promised to the senior center in BOCC Farms. But I would love to see these at every single senior center that we have eventually, because it's not just illegal drugs. This is opioid, save an opioid life. I mean, the elderly, anybody who takes too many pills or can't remember if they took their pills, and all of a sudden they're having an episode and they're ODing, this will save their lives. And like I said, it's not addictive. It's not a drug. You can't turn it into a drug. I don't care how hard you try. So I would definitely make it a point to get out there. I did Real Communities because I wanted to have an overview of the county on my first 5, but there is one, like I said, it'll be at H2 in Belen. But where our Narcan distribution box is going to be is right next to that senior center in Belen. It's literally going to be walking distance from there. So I will definitely let them know that, one, it's available, and please let their people know that it's available to them.
And on that note, what about like our schools, like the Blen Eagle Park and stuff like that? Do the schools allow you to put that stuff in those areas where the kids?
We have not yet approached that. It's something that I have thought about. And don't get me wrong, working with Belen schools is amazing. They are amazing. They're great. I've never had an issue or problem working with them. Las Lunas schools, not so much. But Belen is always open to new things and participating. But we have not addressed it yet with them. I think that is something that I would address with all of the districts. We have the Las Lunas School District, we have Belen, and then we have Soda. So eventually I'm hoping to be able to have those there available also. Now they do have my resource directory cards already, and would love to address the health care, in-school health, what are they called, babe? In school? Yeah, school-based health centers also with our school systems. And now that I have Alexis here to work with me, I already tapped into her and I said, let's go after these. Let's try to put them in our schools. Let's get this back in our schools. So we're working on it.
Thank you.
You bet. Anything else?
Commissioner, anything else? There's not. Thank you again.
You bet. Thank you so much. Do I have to tell them? I'm done. I don't know.
Okay, this evening we do have an executive session. Mr. Nance, would you please announce that?
Certainly. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Pursuant to Section 1015(1), the following matters may be discussed in closed session under Property 1015(1)H8, Don Felipe Road, County Real Property, Rancho Rio Grande, County Real Property, Canyon del Rio, Rio Grande Estates, and Highland Meadows.
Need a motion to that effect, please?
So moved.
Second?
Motion by Commissioner Berry, second by Commissioner Bazell. Any discussion on the motion of the second? Being none, Commissioner Bazell, your vote?
Yes.
Commissioner Berry, your vote?
Yes.
Commissioner Sparkman, your vote?
Yes.
I vote yes. We will report out shortly. Thank you.
All right, we're live.
Thank you. Okay, this time I need a motion to reconvene in regular session, please.
So moved.
Second?
Motion from Commissioner Berry, second by Commissioner Bazell. Any discussion on the motion of the second? Being none, Commissioner Bazell, your vote?
Yes.
Commissioner Berry, your vote?
Yes.
Commissioner Sparkman, your vote?
Yes.
And I vote yes. Okay, Mr. Nance, would you summarize the items discussed in closed session for us, please?
Mr. Chair, members of the commission, the items discussed in closed session were limited to those specified in the motion for closure, specifically Don Felipe Road, County Real Property, Rancho Rio Grande, County Real Property, Canyon del Oro, Rio Grande Estates, and Highland Meadows. No final action was taken.
Motion to that effect, please.
So moved.
Second?
Motion by Commissioner Berry, second by Commissioner Bazell. Any discussion on the motion of the second? Being none, Commissioner Bazell, your vote?
Yes.
Commissioner Berry, your vote?
Yes.
Commissioner Sparkman, your vote?
Yes.
I vote yes. It's approved. Okay, continue on with our action items. Number 11, direction to staff regarding the BNSF proposed closure of a portion of Don Felipe Road. And Jaragon or Mr. Nance, you can present that?
Mr. Chairman, members of the commission, I would suggest that a motion would be in order to direct staff to continue discussions with BNSF and Department of Transportation before anything's brought back.
Very good. Motion to that effect, please.
Mr. Chair?
Please.
I'd like to make a motion to direct staff to continue to have staff communicate with BNSF and Department of Transportation.
Second.
We have a motion from Commissioner Bazell, second by Commissioner Berry. Any discussion on the motion of the second? Being none, Commissioner Bazell, your vote?
Yes.
Commissioner Berry, your vote?
Yes.
Commissioner Sparkman, your vote?
Yes.
I vote yes. Okay, item 12, direction to staff and delegation of authority for the sale of real property in Rancho Rio Grande, Canyon del Rio, Rio Grande Estates, and Highland Meadows. Manager Aragon?
Mr. Chair, these roads have been appraised by the assessor's office and they're fair value, and we recommend approval of the sale.
Any questions of Manager Aragon? Being done? Being none, sorry. Recommendation, please?
Mr. Chair, I'd like to make a motion to direct staff for the real sale of properties.
Second.
Motion from Commissioner Bazell, second by Commissioner Berry. Any discussion on the motion of the second? None. Commissioner Bazell, your vote?
Yes.
Commissioner Berry, your vote?
Yes.
Commissioner Sparkman, your vote?
Yes.
I vote yes. Vote yes is approved. Got some upcoming meetings to announce. Let's see, June the 9th, we will have a Vallejo meeting. That's going to be at 6 p.m. and that'll be at the Fire Administration Building. June 11th, we will have a special Canvas business meeting. That'll be at 5 p.m. here in the chambers. That'll also be via Facebook Live. Our June 17th, 2026 meeting has been canceled. June 24th, 2026, we will have a public hearing business meeting, 5 p.m. here in the chambers and also via Facebook Live. Are there any closing comments from fellow commissioners? Be none, we are adjourned. Thank you all.